The goal for 2019 was put 4 cars on the summit. Of course, we're chasing sub 10 records. Of course, we're chasing open wheel records. But ultimately, our goal was to get 4 cars to the summit. We brought in some seriously talented dudes like Andreas Backerud.
Hi guys, I'm Andreas Backerud, current driver in the FIA World Rallycross Championship.
Paul Girard.
Ex-Stig from Top Gear and also the author of the book Optimum Drive, and I'm here this year getting to drive Sierra cars up Pikes Peak.
And Aaron Kaufman.
Hey everybody, Aaron Kaufman from ArcLight Fab in Dallas, Texas. I couldn't be more thrilled to announce that this year, 2019, I'll be racing the Pikes Peak International Hill Climb. This will be my 4th year.
So we gathered all these elite athletes and personalities and rad dudes and put them together because we were gonna go have a good time. We were driving 4 cars to the summit and we had our cars sorted.
Nothing 3+. Nothing 3+. So the bottom end is up.
That's the end of the day.
It's just the start of the day, actually.
It is actually the start of the day. What time is it now?
It's 11:18 p.m. It's still today.
Yeah.
It's not yesterday.
Yeah. And when are we waking up tomorrow?
2 a.m.
2 a.m. Today I'm gonna do my first experience at Pikes Peak.
Practice week was full of fun challenges and issues and everything else that Pikes Peak can throw at you, but it was largely successful for all of us as we all developed much better cars throughout the practice week.
I just finished off my 2nd run up the mid-section here in Pikes Peak, and I mean this place has such a legacy in motorsport. I don't even know what to say. It's so cool. I'm not running very fast, but because I don't know the course, but I'm enjoying it so much. I have a great time.
Happy with this car. No doubt if we can get a couple little bugs worked out, we've got a sub 10 car here, even in my hands. So we've kind of won one of the battles, but you know, still a lot more work to do before race day.
But it don't wrap up in that diff.
Right.
Yeah, that would be. It's really fucking easy.
You ready to see if it gets better?
Let's
called downforce.
This is your oxygen. You're gonna need this on the mountaintop. It's Boost Oxygen by AMS Turbo. Available at amsturbo.com.
There you go.
Andreas loves it.
Oh boy. Coming down.
It's Wednesday morning, it's freaking cold, it's beautiful sunrise in the background up here. We are on the highest point of the track or the road. We're gonna do testing there today, and yeah, I'm excited, I'm pumped.
So me, Kaufman, Baccaroon, and Girard all had great practice days, all had a lot of fun. He's gonna show us something cool.
Something cool.
You ever get to the racetrack and you're like, man, I wish I had something hot to eat? Well, worry no more, because we have the hot dogger here right on the charge pipe. And so you pop your burritos, your hot dogs, your tacos, maybe even some stromboli, whatever in there. Put it on the charge pipe, lock it down, head to the track, you're good to go.
Hot dogger.
Everything jammed. I had such a good time, and I was having a hard time trusting the arrow on it, but every one leaning into a little bit more, and boy howdy I like it. I can't wait to get back down the track and lean on it. I was happy to have some good runs, keep everything together, and learn a little bit about it, trying some different stuff. Really understanding how the car shifts with the paddle shifters was a big learning curve. So yeah, I'm excited to put some more speed on with the arrow and learn this car.
So one of the biggest unforeseen things is new cars, new drivers, and one of our new drivers this year was Baccaroon. No stranger to rally cars, complete stranger to Pikes Peak.
was good. All good.
He really gave us all a big scare when they call up the radio control from the corner workers, call back and say, Sierra number 13 under the guardrail, like, oh. At least it's under the guardrail. Most of the corners up top don't even have guardrails. So we got a pretty good spook that day with Andreas, and he was good, the car was good. It was like 20 minutes later, we had the thing fixed and ready to roll. No shortage of drama at Pikes Peak, to say the least.
Luckily, and then the car went like, just boom,
And sit down.
Yeah. I was like, ha!
Yeah, exactly.
And the first thing I said, oh man, my balls!
Yeah.
Oh, they're fine, thank you.
when did you realize it was wrong?
It was.
Well, you were under braking and it was like, no.
I was like, okay, this corner is like open, you can see it, I know this corner, I'm gonna brake late, because our cars, you can carry so much speed into the corner. And I was like, no, I'm just gonna rev it all the way to the limiter on 40 instead of going to 50 down again. And then I'm like full rotation on the steering wheel, and the car is going more to the left than to the right. Boom! Balls are all right.
Holy smokes, man. Yeah, thank goodness for guardrails.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, let's go back to the track and put it back together.
Yeah.
As we got the car back, we looked over everything. The steering arm was okay. The upright was perfectly okay. The whole braking assembly was fine. We bent a lower control arm, an upper control arm, and we snapped a couple heims, which is what we want. We prefer the heims to break in an impact where those are easily replaceable. So everything's just super easy.
We're ready for day 3, another beautiful day. Today we're going to practice the lower section, and it's also going to be our quali and decide where we're going to end up in the start positions for the Sunday race. They say it's really crucial to do well here in the qualifying runs. If you start late during the day, there's a good chance on Sunday that you end up driving either on snow or ice or rain or hail.
So it's qualifying day, bottom section, we roll the scales, we make our initial runs. We come back to make a second run, and we're approached by some of the Pikes Peak officials who inquired about some of the capabilities of our car. One of their concerns was our ability to get into reverse. And to be honest, we didn't have that capability. Never said we did. It's a motorcycle engine car, so most motorcycles don't have reverse. So ultimately, we were stripped of our ability to compete for the open wheel class records. We're still allowed to compete, we're still allowed to chase our personal goals, but no matter how good we did on race day, nothing would go down in the open wheel record book. It wasn't from a lack of preparation or knowledge, it was from a lack of... Quaif's a shitty company, and they fucked up big time. I don't know how else to put it, Judson. The vendor that we ordered the components through to have reverse seriously fell short of their deadlines and seriously put our team in a very, very tough position.
So we gotta wait to hear back if we're allowed to race or not.
Correct. Yeah. We're gonna beg, plead, do everything we can to send these cars to the top of the mountain on Sunday. That's all we can do at this point. As being the team owner, I take full responsibility. Granted, I can't control what some vendor says or does or the timeline that they promise to deliver and fail on, but I will ultimately take responsibility for all the actions. And I feel terrible for the drivers and everybody who was involved in this mess. It wasn't a surprise. We knew it was a possibility going into the event. We're taking all the steps necessary to make sure that nothing like that ever happens again. And in fact, all of our cars from 2020 forward will have reverse. It is the standard for our cars going forward. And nothing we have to worry about again, but it's seriously put a damper on this year's program. But lesson learned.
Truth of the matter is, we're out. It's in the rule book. You have to have reverse. We don't have it, so they kicked us out. In their benevolence, they've allowed us to run as the last 4 cars. They'll give us a time, but it won't be recorded. We don't have a class, but that's okay. As far as we're concerned, there's a Sierra class and there's 4 cars in it. So we're gonna run at the end, after everybody swept the track and cleaned it for us, and all the work's been done. The real benefit is that we get to go up top, turn right around, come right back down. We don't have to spend much time at 14,000 feet. So, yeehaw. The cars still need reverse. So Brooks and I were riding around. I said, man, Brooks, is there a gas station or a Walgreens somewhere around here? I said, why is that? So we get some Uno cards. Oh. So everybody's trying to figure out how we get reverse in these cars rapid, how we get them in here super quick. Reverse card. So I got 4 cards, we got 4 cars, so everybody's gonna have reverse now.
Man, everybody was an engineer that day. Everybody who heard that we had reverse issues was running over with some harebrained solution to get reverse on the cars. And I really respect everybody's help for coming over and trying to do that. But ultimately, Aaron had the quickest, easiest solution for our reverse problem. Reverse is installed. We're sitting there ready to go for our own class record. We had the luxury of being moved to the back of the pack and run all 4 of our cars together. It's very, very special. No, Pikes Peak doesn't do that for just anybody. The downside, however, is being at the back of the run order. Historically speaking, afternoon rain showers, which turn into snow or hail or sleet.
Pan up at the sky there, those clouds. I'm, a
Yeah.
little bit worried about that. What's going on there?
Just a little bit.
5 out of 5 years I've been there, it's rained and snowed at the peak in the afternoon. So we pretty much knew what we were in for, but we thought, hey, we're so late in the day, maybe the storm will hit at lunch and it'll clear up in the afternoon. We're gonna have the best track the world has ever seen. Which was extremely wishful thinking because we got the most amount of rain I've ever seen at Pikes Peak. It was like 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. We had a lot of wet cars, awnings. I ate a bunch of oatmeal cookies that day. Did a lot of sitting around. But I couldn't pick a better group of people to spend that time with.
Hello, my name is Andreas Backerud. I have a sister. I actually do. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Well, yeah, I'll go.
I wanted to do the second section. I'm just happy we don't do the top bit.
Today, no, it's raining, pouring down rain.
Oh, yeah.
See some snow up there. It's not looking good.
It's kind of interesting what's going on out there, Judson. So I heard that they're cutting into Glen Cove. That's not rad. It's not rad at all. I told my mom I was going to the summit, so she's going to be pissed.
As we approached the start line, towards the end of the day, we had to make some decisions. We had 4 cars, and they all could have run, but both myself and Aaron Kaufman chose not to run because of the shortened course to the halfway points.
Cole asked me if I wanted to run the car up to Glen Cove, and this is my 4th year. I've raced here before, and we've had short years, and I didn't have a lot of fun. It was the word you get to Glen Cove, and it's just like, so there's a lot more mountain. There's half the mountain ahead of us, and we're just going to go home now.
That's a slap in the face. It's not as gratifying as you hoped it would be. It's all of the risk and none of the reward. We came there for a summit time, and because of our previous experience of running to the halfway point, because of previous year's weather, both Aaron and I opted not to do it.
I'd rather pack up the race car in solid condition, put it in the trailer, and come back and hit it again another day. I mean, I love being a degenerate, making bad decisions, but it not got me very far, and so I think we're going to make an adult decision today.
The other two competitors, on the other hand, had good reasons to run. Andreas was a rookie. He needed to complete this run to lose his rookie status and to build, feel a sense of completion.
It's go time. It's show time. Do it. Today's a good day. Today's a race day.
Paul Girard, who's just a competitor and had something to prove, thought he could be the fastest to the halfway point, absolutely proved his point, and he was the fastest competitor to the halfway point.
Alpha is fast. It's 300 horsepower, turbocharged Garrett turbo, and it's a Pikes Peak monster. Paul Girard laid the fastest time in our class unfortunately we had weather, but he laid the fastest time in the rain up the mountain.
Andreas was the very last car to run that day and made it to the halfway point with no drama.
To see him get behind the wheel and shred and not even bat an eye and have a good time with like zero practice is great.
I love Pikes Peak. It's one of those events that no matter how dramatic it can be, it's one of those events that I never want to miss for the rest of my life.
For the most part, I had a wonderful time that day, even though we didn't get the results we wanted.
So we just did Pikes Peak 2019. We didn't go all the way up to the summit, but it was freaking raining, it was slippery, it was sketchy enough. I didn't go flat through the orange fences. I'm sorry, Cole, but I enjoyed my last run up here, and I definitely want to come back one day.
This guy is not a rookie anymore.
No, that's true. I can enter. I will enter.
He's still a hooligan, but he's not a rookie. Good job, buddy.
Same to you.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
When you get to work with your best friends every day, doing something you love doing every day, it makes potentially a really crappy event something that is absolutely enjoyable.